With the success of Grand Theft Auto Online, Rockstar's future titles are in question. Obviously, we are getting Red Dead Redemption 2 in spring of 2018, but what does that necessarily mean afterwards? We know that apparently before Grand Theft Auto 5 was released, Rockstar was actively working on Red Dead Redemption 2, BuIIy 2, and Agent, but probably because of the success of Grand Theft Auto Online, all those projects were halted. Rockstar also acknowledged in 2014 during a Q&A on their newswire that they were looking to continue some of their other series, which they specifically mentioned at the time BuIIy, LA Noire, and Red Dead Redemption. So today I thought we'd go through the future of Rockstar Games after Red Dead Redemption 2 is released. Now let's start with the obvious. Down the road, probably around 2021, as it was teased in Grand Theft Auto 5, we will get Grand Theft Auto 6 and Grand Theft Auto Online 2.0, if that's what you want to call it. That is a given. And last year it was said that pre-production had begun, so we still are probably years away, but Rockstar is gearing up for this next installment right now, which may not come out on this generation of consoles that we have today. As I said, Grand Theft Auto 6 is a given, and it will be Rockstar's main focus moving forward, although it will be interesting to see how much bigger that they can make it, as Grand Theft Auto 5 was pretty much a game made originally for the Xbox 360 and PS3, later releasing an enhanced version for the Xbox One and PlayStation 4, and even later the PC. So we really have not seen the true power of what Rockstar can create within this franchise. But something that also is a given is Red Dead Redemption. Not Red Dead, but Red Dead Redemption, as it looks like Rockstar plans on this being a main franchise like Grand Theft Auto. Wherever you go on Rockstar's website, they mention Red Dead Redemption as a series, which probably means whenever the next Red Dead comes, it will be Red Dead Redemption 3. But there definitely are some major factors, such as how profitable will Red Dead Redemption 2 be, and more importantly, how long can Red Dead Online profit, because certainly Take-Two wanted to succeed, somewhat like Grand Theft Auto Online. For many gamers, Red Dead Redemption 2 will be their second game that they have played made by Rockstar Games, so it will be important for this franchise to continue to expand from its audience that carries over from Red Dead Redemption. Grand Theft Auto 4 sold around 25 million copies, while Grand Theft Auto 5 sold around 80 million copies. Red Dead Redemption sold about 15 million copies, and you have to expect that Rockstar and Take-Two want Red Dead Redemption 2 to sell somewhere around 20 to 30 million copies at least. Comparing other Rockstar franchise sales, Red Dead Redemption and Grand Theft Auto have dominated, and it's not even close. As long as Red Dead Redemption 2 sells more copies than its last and Red Dead Online can somewhat duplicate Grand Theft Auto Online's model, this franchise will continue, and with little competition within the Western genre, Rockstar doesn't have much to worry about other than creating great games. Next we have is BuIIy, and I have to say I do think someday we will see a sequel. I want to believe the rumors and reports that BuIIy 2 is coming after Red Dead Redemption 2, but it's difficult for me to say that for sure that it will happen like that. Not because I don't think BuIIy 2 will not have the interest, but because the first installment faced an uproar outside of gaming, with way too many people judging the game based on the title and not based on the actual video game. Which, that's society. Quick to judgment. Either way, I do think Rockstar will make this sequel, as the original game only sold around 1.5 million copies but has garnered a loyal following. Seeing a BuIIy game nowadays and how society has changed dramatically in the last decade could allow Rockstar to give something completely different than the original, while also still being true to its DNA. Either way, I think among all Rockstar franchises, BuIIy has the most potential to be something huge, and like Red Dead Redemption, it's a unique open world game that doesn't really have much competition within AAA gaming. The good news is that Rockstar founders like Dan Houser have gone on the record saying that they want a BuIIy sequel, and like most of you, with all the news and rumors coming within the last year, I do think we will get this game. And I'm sure a BuIIy Online would be something massive, and I don't think it's an opportunity that Take-Two would pass on. Now to LA Noire, this is a little bit more complicated than the titles we've discussed, because as some of you know, the team behind this game, Team BuIIy, are no longer in existence. While the situation can be said about BuIIy, because Rockstar in Vancouver shut down in 2012, most of the team members were sent to Rockstar Toronto, which is a massive studio that has been quiet for way too long. Anyway, Team BuIIy, which was an outside studio, was originally supposed to become Rockstar Sydney. That was what Rockstar Games had planned, but because of the development of LA Noire and how bad things went, that did not happen. Also, LA Noire didn't do all that great, only selling around 5 million copies while costing a lot of money. Either way, based on the visuals and how the game was developed, it was way ahead of its time, and to me personally, it was one of my favorite games ever made. Right now, a sequel isn't probably coming anytime soon, but down the road, I think there certainly is a chance to revisit this franchise, and within the last year there was rumors of a remaster coming, and if that's the case, maybe that's how the interest can be brought back to this underrated game. But some of the other franchises that I do not think we'll see new installments to include Max Payne, which faced many development problems and sold extremely low with Max Payne 3. Manhunt was an interesting horror game that just never established a large enough audience, and it will be surprising if we ever get a Manhunt 3. The Warriors was supposed to get a sequel, but that got cancelled years ago, and while the 2005 game was a fun time, it really doesn't feel like there's an interest to revisit this franchise. Also, I'd imagine that this franchise would have to be rebooted if it ever came back, but again, it's extremely unlikely. Midnight Club is interesting. There was strange images that came earlier this year from an apparent reboot, which now looks like it was a hoax. I think with the amount of competition within racing games, Rockstar probably will not revisit this franchise, and it should be noted that the studio behind Midnight Club had been Rockstar San Diego, which now pretty much are all about Red Dead Redemption. In 2010, it was reported most of the key members in charge of Midnight Club were either fired or quit because Rockstar wasn't happy with the results of Midnight Club Los Angeles, and they solely wanted attention to be on Red Dead Redemption, which most team members weren't interested in doing, and eventually Rockstar dismantled the Midnight Club team, all but ending this franchise. The recent Midnight Club apparent hoax was something that caught me off guard, and deep down I do think this franchise offered something different than most racing games, but while I wish to see it get resurrected, I don't think it will be. Other than these titles and franchises, there are some original games we could see from Rockstar, such as the not forgotten Agent, which was supposed to come in 2009 to the PlayStation 3. There have been a lot of things over the years to come from this game, but it does appear that Rockstar cancelled it at one point, but they may be bringing it back. Some reports have indicated that it's happening, but this is something that's a wait and see, as it's been years since we have heard Rockstar even talk Agent. Also, about a year ago, Rockstar and Take-Two trademarked Judas, which could be another original idea coming related to the biblical figure Judas Iscariot, or it could be a symbolic title revolving around betrayal. Either way, Rockstar Games is a massive developer and publisher. Employing thousands of developers, I think it is safe to say that Rockstar will have more games outside of just Red Dead Redemption and Grand Theft Auto. Although for right now, all we can do is speculate and look at the evidence that we have been given. So you guys have heard my opinion, but what Rockstar games do you think are coming? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Also make sure to smack that like button if you did enjoy this video or found any informative value, and consider subscribing to stay up to date on future Rockstar games, and I'll see you later.